Hi, welcome to Peace TV, positive events in arts, culture, and education television. I'm your host, Marie. Peace TV is here to inspire you and to educate you on the positive things that are happening in your community. So if you're a young person who wants to see some positive changes in your community, we're going to challenge you to represent and do something about it. Now today we're covering a lot of events that's happened already thus far in January of 2008. Starting with the Martin Luther King event that Stephanie Patrick puts on every year at the Southeast Community Center. It was a wonderful event, and Peace TV was honored to receive a Community Service Award at that event. And also our young leaders were there to represent as well, and you're going to see footage from that. Another event that we were inspired to do was to bring all of Starr County together against the violence that has happened in our community. We had everyone from all over the county. We had Mayor David Held from North Canton. We had Mayor Healy from Canton. We had mayors from Navarre, from Myers Lake, mayors from all over Starr County, and police chiefs coming together as one in unity, as well as the families of those who have lost their lives as victims of violence. And we also had many concerned citizens from the community coming together, hundreds of people, and even the social service agencies that are combating violence in our community. And I have to send a special shout out to the committee. Lynette Beatty of Stark MRDD and Rick Brown co-chaired this event, and without them this event would not have been possible. Bob Bowers from Absolute Post Productions, who does all of the work that you see with Peace TV and when we go out in the community especially. Arnett Collins from Stark County Educators and Professionals Trainers Association, Monique Connor of the NAACP, Cheryl Langford of Cathedral of Life and Metamorphosis Incorporated, Chris Heyman from Glen Oak High School, Darlene Moss of the Starr County's Ministers' Wives Association and IMA, yours truly, Marie Moss of Peace TV representing, Rock O. Ross from Stark County Sheriff's Office, James Stevick from Stark County Sheriff's Office, and Brenda Stevens from Malone College, as well as Susie Thomas from Malone College. I also need to thank all of the people that came and performed, like the Living Fountain Dance Theater, Alex Simon and Heartbeat, and also Michael Owens, who wrote a song about his cousin, as well as the Voices of Unity Choir under the direction of John Wright. This was on the front page of the paper the very next day, and it's called United by Hope. Thanks to the repository for giving us excellent coverage on this event, and hundreds of people's lives will be transformed. You know, we can't be complaining about our community if we're not going to be part of the solution, and a lot of people there were there that night saying we're going to step up to the plate and make a difference. So we're so thankful for that. And also, if you have events that are coming up and you're a social service agency that needs your event covered, make sure that you email me, Marie Moss, MARI_Moss at yahoo.com. And we do accept donations because we are a 501c3 organization. So stay tuned, check out these events, and enjoy.
It's an honor to be here today to be a part of this 32nd annual Dr. Martin Luther King Community Celebration. I think it's important that we understand that even though Dr. King's no longer with us, his dream still lives. And I think it's very appropriate that we gather here today to be invigorated and motivated, and that we take this opportunity to not just dream the dream, but understand it's more important that as we leave here today, that we live and work the dream each and every day. This program says it all. Remember, celebrate, and act. And indeed, that is what we need to do. I think Mayor Healy said it well, that the dream still needs to be lived. We still need to work on it, and let's do what we can with the help of our leader, Mayor Healy, to make this community the type of community that he mentioned in his remarks. It's very much a pleasure for me to, first of all, thank the Leland Green Alliance of Black School Educators for their outstanding service in organizing this event. But I also want to pay honor to some very special individuals some pioneers in our community who, back in 1975, had an idea, had a dream to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King's dream. And I'd like to recognize those individuals now. There are 8 of them, and they are the founders of this celebration. And they are as follows: Stephanie Patrick, Will Dent, Charles Eade, Gilbert Carter, Yvonne Johnson, Robert Fisher, Gloria Donovan, and I think our community is in debt for the good service and leadership they have provided us. I also think the state of Ohio should recognize the fact that their leadership back in 1975 has made this the longest standing Martin Luther King celebration in the entire state.
It is an honor and a privilege to be with you here today to help live that dream that Dr. King so believed so much in and gave his life for. You know, one of our presidents said, on earth, the work of God must be that of our own. And I must say that, Stephanie, you have lived that dream, you have lived that pledge, and you have lived that fight. Sarge, your remarks here inspired me.
Yes, sir.
And I got to tell you that a short time ago, as a commander in the Air Force, a group of individuals that I was leading went into a restaurant, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited. And finally, I went up to the receptionist and I said, "Why are we still waiting? There were people who came in after us." And they came up to me and they said, "Well, Lieutenant, we're not going to serve them." And I said, "Well, then you're not going to serve us either." And we're out of here. My friends, Sarge, I have flown white men and black men into Iraq and Afghanistan. And while we're fighting for democracy and freedom in the Middle East, it's clear we need to fight for it here in the Midwest. And we can't stop. We can't stop, my friends, and be comfortable, because we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go, my friends. Stephanie, Dr. King believed that these colors meant something, and they do, because it only takes one trip outside the borders of the United States to understand how good we have it. But we still have to keep going. And I wanted to do something special. And on behalf of the Ohio Senate, Senator Kirk Schuring and myself, we flew this flag over the state capitol. I have a certificate here that is of authenticity, because I know that politicians will say a lot of things, but this means and backs up what I'm saying, that we did fly this over the state capitol. And we want to present it to you today. And we want you to fly these colors as honorably as the sergeant and I have served under that flag and fought for that flag, and like Dr. King believed, and you are promoting that dream here, that we will live together, we will work together, and we will fight together. Let's fight for peace, my friends.